We have had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Hey, Johnny!
Y'all ready?
Let's fuck this chicken.
Is Yeti froze?
No.
No.
I was
thinking
just...
fucking hair.
Yeah.
Oh, Born's come over there. Born's come. Anyways, y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Welcome to the Horror Basement. Coming to you from T and Horror News Studio. At least me and Jim Jam tomorrow. Yeti's over in his house. Angela is not with us today. She had to work. And that's all good. So we are serving up horror all over the land like biscuits and gravy.
Baby.
All right, guys. So we got some news for you. Terrifier, some movie stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And the movie of the week is The Fourth Kind. Let us know what you think about that movie. But I guess we'll just move in. Y'all just want to move into the news?
Yeah, sure. Let's just hop right into the news.
Yeah, everybody's doing well. We're all doing good. So we already called it. So Terrifier just dropped a new trailer. It looks pretty decent. Jim Jam did a reaction video to it on YouTube.
If
Go
you're
follow us on YouTube.
if you're watching this on YouTube right now, the trailer is playing. No audio, of course, but if you want to do that, go check out on Damon Leone's YouTube channel.
Yeah, he broke the tricycle back out.
Yep.
He's got the same quirkiness, same lot.
About the horn
What
back?
year is that set in?
Not sure. Would you say he done it like this to almost make it timeless?
I don't know, but I was just curious because. Go ahead.
The first one was modern because they had smartphones and shit. And this is like, I think a year after or a few years after.
True. I think it's because when I seen the girl in the kitchen, she looked like she was wearing some old school clothes, but I could be wrong.
I mean, you know, what
I didn't
old is
pay
big
that.
vintages of
Yeah, it might have been vintage, but I could be totally wrong on that. I might have just thought I'd seen something.
That angel costume she wears, or the Valkyrie costume, or whatever it is so fucking rad, though.
Yeah, it is. It's around Halloween again, I take it then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I want to say something. A thing about my reaction to it. I wish I'd have did a little bit more, but I didn't think of some of this stuff until after when I was messaging Damon about just kind of praising him about the movie for what we've seen so far. I thought about, because if you go back to the first film, you can, in this film, the scores are similar. So I feel Terrifier definitely has its own unique score where, like, you hear it and you know it's Terrifier or Art or whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely built a whole, like, feel.
Here, let me,
I would say I wouldn't have any clue if they played Art's music. Say it was fucking
So-
clown.
Damon Leone said the score is by a guy named Paul Wiley. So,
yeah.
Kudos to you, Paul Wiley.
Yeah, I'd have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I don't think it was like, well, of course that, unless it's something that really fucking hits, I usually don't pay a lot of attention to the score, or if it's something that's just like, I'm just not that guy.
Well,
usually,
it needs to be around longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This movie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie has to produce for I still don't think Art the Clown's an icon. I mean,
Yeah,
in my mind, because one movie does not make you an icon, and a partial to me doesn't make you an icon. A lot of people might have this tattoo and know who Art the Clown is. If this movie flops, could he be an icon? Would it even be possible?
I mean, it depends on if it flops, like, financially.
No, bad movie. I'm talking about received bad.
Yeah, but if it tanks with, like, audiences, that's the real key. It doesn't matter what critics or money say. It's just what the fans say, and if the fans like it, I mean, it's just another step closer to because I think that I agree. He's not like I like Art, and I like
Art.
What Leone's doing. I like David Howard Thornton. I think he's just like a great guy, you know. And I love the character. I was a big fan of the movie, but I don't think he's there yet. I think there's potential in this character to be up there in the big leagues, and I think he's leaps and bounds ahead of anything really modern that's come out in the past fucking 30 years that could be even considered close to an icon. He's definitely on his way, but he's not there yet. And I really think that if this movie is half as good as this teaser lets on, it'll be another big step in that direction. I really think he's going to need at least a trilogy to really get in there. You get some mythos behind him, you know what I'm saying? Get some backstory, some because like in Freddy Krueger, it took him or in the Nightmare on Elm Street, it took him like 3 movies to really suss out the roots of Freddy Krueger, with his mom, him being the child of 1,000 maniacs and shit. So I mean, I think it could happen. He's just not there yet. I totally agree.
Yeah, and that's nothing to take away from Art the Clown. The character, I said it from the very beginning. I didn't consider him an icon just from one movie. Jim Jam said, "Oh, he's going to be an icon. He's an icon," and he has staying power. I mean, it's been quite a few years, and people still talk about Art the Clown. They still do makeup for Art the Clown. They buy T-shirts and all this from one movie. You know, granted, he was on the trilogy, but staying power to me makes you an icon. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be, and when I said swap, I meant like not money, because money doesn't matter on these movies.
Yeah,
but because this, I mean, it's a low budget film, and it's done, you know, for the fans. And if the fans just don't receive it well, is what I was talking about. So I'm not taking away anything. I think Art's a really good character, and I like the movies, the movie before, so we rated it high. You know, we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, rated premiere.
So I mean, yeah, we did premiere. I mean, we really enjoyed the movie, and Damon, he's a really good guy. You know,
super fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can lasso him and get him to come back on and talk about this movie, but I'm sure he's still in post-production and pretty busy. So, but I reached out, and we'll see what happens. So, fingers crossed we get Damon Leone back on to talk about Terrifier 2.
Fuck yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, because remember about this time last year in August, they did the Kickstarter, wasn't it? About this time, or was it before, a little later? And he was going to talk to us in the Kickstarter launch, and we never got him on. Yeah, because the production started and everything really started moving for the movie. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie. I don't want it to fail. I'm just saying icon status is all I was talking about. You know, because we need a good new modern horror character.
Yeah,
that captures audiences and brings people in.
We do. We need that, because I mean we've got a good roster, but I mean,
yeah, definitely. I mean, we do have a good roster.
Well, but we do need some representation of the modern day, the modern time, because everything is. I don't know. I think it'd be a good bridge.
And a thin past, just horror fans. You know what I'm saying? Like where it becomes pop culture and people knowing.
Yeah, like
everyday
Jason
average
or
people.
Freddy or
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I'd love to see that. Because art's sadistic.
Art's
so it'd be awesome if everybody knew about him. Yeah. So yeah.
Who would you say is the more modern day horror icon right now?
Ooh.
Probably Chucky.
Well, I'm talking about like that wasn't created back in the day. Because Chucky is in the 80s, isn't he? Late 80s?
Yeah,
89.
probably.
Would you say
Maybe
Victor
80.
Crowley?
Not really.
No, because I don't think
really.
he transcends past some of the horror communities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's I mean, he's great and he's big within. Even like, he's not even universal within the community.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
He's very niche, but I would like to see him get, like, I love Victor Crowley, I love those movies, and I would like to see him get bigger, but I think
if go ahead.
I think like we like as like people who watch indie horror, we have like a sub roster like Victor Crowley, Leslie Vernon, Art. You know, it's almost like the minor leagues of icons, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they could move up if people would just watch the movies.
Yeah,
but they never got pushed into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess right now, would you say that Art is just like a cult icon?
Yeah, he's very much like Terrifier is definitely a cult movie. It's got a cult following. But I mean, it's like when it hit Netflix, it fucking blew up.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference where you have your Freddys, your Jasons, your Michael Myers, Leatherface, is these new characters. They're not seeing huge releases. They're getting VOD. They're getting fucking Blu-ray. You know, even from good distros like fucking Scream Factory or whatever. You don't. Back in the day, when they released these big movies that spawned these icons, they were wide release in theaters, like fucking the Friday the 13th. You had Siskel and Ebert fucking crying about them. You know, so that they're given a bigger introduction into the zeitgeist than what we're coming out with now. And horrors, I mean, you still get, you know, Hollywood shit, you know, that comes out in theaters and stuff, but now like these big character movies like Art the Clown, like fucking Victor Crowley, and Leslie Vernon to a lesser extent, they're smaller affairs. You know, it's very kind of almost like locked within the community. You don't have that. You don't have the theatrical releases. You don't have the marketing. You don't have fucking established critics fucking whining and crying about them on national TV. You know, so it's a little harder to make that step into, you know, the larger public now than it was before.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of a movie like that has a character that.
Would it be modern? Would it be Scream or Ghostface?
Ghostface. I mean, he was in commercials and shit.
Yeah, he was 96.
The Babadook?
And maybe the Babadook. The puppet from Saw.
There you
Everybody
go.
knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Even if they don't know like the Jigsaw Killer and shit, they know about the traps. They know about the little homie on the fucking tricycle.
So yeah, I guess that would be because that's in the 2000s, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying
2004.
to think of, like, because they're remaking these characters like Michael Myers, you know what I'm saying, and Candyman, and they're just rehashing older ideas and bringing them back to life for a new generation, which is okay when it's done right.
What's done right? Yeah, I think Candyman might be kind of one too, because I mean, just because of the fucking the ritual, the saying it in the mirror, you know, more people have probably heard of the saying the Candyman in the mirror than have watched the movie, or could pick Tony Todd out of the lineup.
And I guess a lot of movies that have sequels don't have one like main killer.
Well, speaking of Saw, don't we have a reboot coming with Chris Rock?
Oh yeah, I haven't know that.
Did it get pushed
sure it
or
got
something?
Fucking delayed.
2020.
All about that movie.
Yeah, 2020 really fucked everything.
Man,
it ain't called Saw, is it? What is it called? It's shit. I know it's in the Saw universe, but shit. Spiral. It's called Spiral.
Spiral, yeah.
Yeah, now it's saying it's going to be released May 21st, 2021.
Yeah.
Hoping for them theater monies.
It's a theater and opens back up.
Did they delay your stuff again, Johnny?
As far as I know, it's July 31st, but we'll see. They pushed a lot of movies like Mulan, and it's gotten pushed back to next year. And granted, that's not a horror movie, but still, I mean, it's a big fucking Disney movie.
Yeah.
So, and I was really looking forward to it because it's supposed to be extremely good. It looked good. I've never seen the cartoon, but.
How do you know? The cartoon's really, like, if you
or the animated, whatever you want to call
it. If you like animated films and stuff, like, Mulan's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Disney animated films though, so like I still haven't seen The Lion King. I never watched Aladdin.
I watched Aladdin growing up and The Lion King too. Like I grew up on those movies.
I think I've seen The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I've seen the classics too. I used to have a whole collection of like the clamshell Disney.
Yeah.
Well, okay. My mom had a collection of the clamshell Disney movies, and I watched them. But my mom is like a big Disney fan. She loves Mickey Mouse, and so we had, like, growing up, I had all that shit. Like, she'd get them on release day, or when they came out of the vault or whatever. So it was really cool, like, seeing, like, I've seen most of those, and like, you know, I kind of had my mom kind of inspired in me like a love of Disney. And of of Stephen King, so I still say Emperor's New Groove is a fucking great movie. Love that movie.
Well, hey, this can move into the next topic, but before we go, can a graboid be a horror icon? It ain't modern, maybe, but can it still be a horror icon?
No, I think they get.
Or that just goes into the creature feature stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But I guess it's an iconic creature feature.
Well, yeah. I mean, kind of.
I mean, Tremors is, the first Tremors I loved as a kid. Like, I still love that movie. And I've seen all of them besides the latest one where they were in South Africa or Africa.
Supposed to be like in Canada or something, or Alaska.
Yeah. Like, so I never seen that, but I've seen all the other ones. And,
well, if we can run into my topic that I saw pop up, a fan made film was made. Found footage of the Tremors not genre, but what do you call it? I guess film.
Universe?
Yeah, there you go. Tremors universe. It's Apparently, it was made for, I guess, just like a little contest or something. And Dylan Brown made it. It's called Perfection, Nevada. So, yeah, he's just taking a hike. And he's playing it off like wherever he's at. It's like a development that's in perfection. So they got like a big, nice neighborhood. I guess they're trying to make it something bigger than it is, but than it was. So he goes on a hike into the desert, and yeah, he starts to see bodies and stuff. You can watch them film on YouTube, but I watched it, and it was pretty well made. It even has this right here, the appearance of some graboids.
Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So is it
how long was it?
I think it's like 7 minutes long.
It's a short film. Too short film.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. I mean, hell yeah.
I love a good short.
Especially a well-made one. Someone that put a lot of time and effort into it, you know.
You know, like a lot of people are doing, it was shot on an iPhone. So
yeah, they've been doing that for years.
That's so cool, though.
Editing, doing all the editing on an iPhone and everything. Yeah. I mean, I won't ever know because I'm not going to do it, but I won't ever own an iPhone.
Well, all the short films that I ever shot with my, like my kids, and then Paranormal Activity was all shot on an Android.
Yeah, I mean, cell phones take great quality pictures now, or video, so really, I mean, you don't really need a high-end camera as much.
You don't.
Oh hell, I'm shooting on a damn 5-year-old webcam right now, and it's decent quality. Decent. So.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on what you're trying to do, and really, I think skill level plays a lot more into things than equipment.
Yeah.
Skill and passion. You know, I would rather see a film shot by a knowledgeable cinematographer with a lot of passion behind his work on a fucking potato than I'd see some fucking hack do a film on some sort of fucking Red Dragon goddamn multi-million-dollar camera who doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
So
it doesn't need to sparkle, it just needs to look good and be shot well. I'm a simple man.
So would you say $10,000 could make a really good film?
Well, fuck yeah. If you know what you're doing, you know what you want to make, you have a vision, you stick to it, and you know what I'm saying? It's $10,000 is plenty to do, especially if you're doing it short. $10,000, fucking yeah.
Well, the reason I said 10,000, that can lead us into your topic, Yeti.
Man, oh man, I am so fucking excited about this. Y'all have no idea. CarousHell. Apparently it came out originally in 2016 and then got a re-release last year, and like it got a bunch of praise when it came out in 2016. Wild Eye picked it up because fucking of course they did, and it just kind of fucking it blew up all over again. Like I got it. I think I reviewed it for the website like a little bit before Wild Eye released it because I got lucky and was browsing R Horror, and the director, whose name I can't fucking remember, was promoting it on fucking Reddit. So I messaged him and was like, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, yada, yada, yada. And he was like, yeah, here, have a screener. Watched it, fucking fell in love with it. So if you haven't seen it, you fucking should. Especially if you like zany fucking crazy shit. Okay. Here's the basis of the story. There's this CarousHell unicorn whose name is Duke, and he finally gets fucking sick and tired of bratty kid because he's like at this little shitty amusement park or whatever, and he breaks free from the carousel and just goes on a killing spree. And literally, it's just a fucking carousel unicorn. There's no like CGI involved. They just like move him like a puppet off screen. And
Are you
like,
dude?
Dude, it's so good. Guys,
That sounds great.
It is fucking
great.
hilarious. There's
yeah. As we're recording it, showing it right now.
It's so funny, and it's
great.
brutal. Like, he uses weapons and shit. I think he uses a bow and arrow at one point.
Oh my god.
He garrotes a bitch. Like, it's, man, it's so nuts. It's so funny. Like, there's a sex scene between Duke and this chick who's kind of like super into they call it my tiny uni, so it's like that universe's version of My Little Pony.
Yeah.
And there's like a dude who's like that universe's version of a brony. And so like Duke comes in and this chick gets all excited and Duke ends up like boning her down, and it's just and the characters are just because he ends up at like this party. And it's just, you know, killing his way through the house or whatever. And the characters are all fucking funny. Some of them are like total douchebags. Some of them are kind of chill. And there's like the poor pizza guy who's played by the director who gets stuck there. And if you haven't seen CarousHell, go check it out. Like, I fucking love that movie so much. It's so good. So fucking good.
Well, right now on the video, if you can see, I'm showing the pitch for the CarousHell 2, and it showed some, I guess, clips from the original, but it looked like he had the head of the unicorn and it was jabbing it in the clown's neck.
Oh yeah, he does he kills with the horn, he kills with like axes and shit.
Oh, he's got axes too?
Yeah, it's just like
what the hell is this?
Killer.
Right here, it just showed a woman had it's a baby unicorn.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking, this movie's rad. It's
dude,
it's out of this fucking world, man.
Yeti, I think this movie implied there was some bestiality going on.
Oh yes, there absolutely was. And it was really weird. Let me look and see. I'm pretty sure this movie is streaming somewhere. If I could fucking type, Jesus Christ. I haven't even been drinking today, and I can't fucking type. So yeah, anyway, right now, they're doing it's on Tubi, because of course it is. So yeah,
everything goes to Tubi.
Go check Tubi for everything. And fucking watch CarousHell. Man, it's fun.
Oh,
but
this
right now,
is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. I got to choose the movie of the week next, and we'll just make that the movie of the week.
Ha! Yes.
I mean, fuck it.
All right.
That'll be an easy way, because I've been thinking of either doing that one, or there was an 80s movie that I was thinking about doing off of Tubi anyways, because I was going to pick a movie off Tubi. If it's on there, we're going to watch. So watch that movie so you can tune in in 2 weeks and hear us talk about it.
I'm so glad to have
looking forward to that now. Yeah. And if it fucking sucks, Jetty, it's gonna be so mad. So mad.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's hilarious. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Pretty much there's an Indiegogo campaign, and
Yeah, it's Kickstarter. They're doing a sequel.
See what you think.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel. The Kickstarter's up now. They have 40 days left. They're halfway to their goal of $10,000. And they're kind of introducing a new story where there's more villains.
So he like recruits people?
It doesn't really say. It just says they talk about the new main villain. So maybe it's going to be like Duke versus eviler people who are more evil than him. I don't know. It really doesn't
Duke's
elaborate.
Duke's the hero.
That would be cool because Duke is fun.
No, I'm saying, is Duke the hero?
I don't know. Art cast already has several folks attached. Steve Rimpici. It's an Italian name. I'm deeply sorry. Experienced voice actor Brittany Barnaby. Jesus Christ. New York. Has joined the team as Robbie. Aline Isley will be shifting from being only co-writer to our lead villain. Film will also be the first time we work with the very talented Rebecca Reinhardt, also joining as a villain. That name sounds super familiar.
Rebecca Reinhardt, we met her at the independent thing at Prater's.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Okay, risks and challenges, yada, yada, yada. But, no, if you like the first one and you like what the director does and stuff and what the team behind it has created, man, go check out that Kickstarter. There's some good perks, I'm sure. I didn't really look at the perks.
Yeah, well, we're not here to promote their Kickstarter. We're here to talk about the movie.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? We already promoted it enough. Fuck them. Go support them.
Fuck them. Go support them. That's a good way.
If you want to. You know what I'm saying? I can't support every Indiegogo here. We're just here to let you know about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why, Johnny? Why do you gotta say that shit? Why can't you just be like, go support them and not be like, fuck you?
No. Because I don't want people reaching out to us for every fucking Indiegogo campaign.
Well,
I'll be honest.
They won't be reaching out to you, Johnny, because you won't deal with it. It'll be me or Yeti.
I won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A crowdfunding campaign that I didn't believe in.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. But you know how many, like, when we started out, you get so many of them. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't know if the movie's going to be made. Like, CarousHell will be made because they've already made the one. But you don't know if the movie will ever be made, and then you're telling people to go support it. And if they go put money into it and they never get their reward or perk or whatever, you're kind of liable-ish. Well, but they're going to have a negative attitude towards you. Everybody's already got a negative attitude towards you, but...
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, Polacks do and Gypsies.
Yeah,
but they're not people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking over here. Actually,
but the thing is, it's like if you back a Kickstarter campaign or an Indiegogo or whatever, you know the risk. You know what I'm saying? You know there's a risk that you're gonna wait fucking 3 years to get your fucking item, Johnny.
Also, Johnny, listen. The whole point of a Kickstarter and them reaching out to us is to promote the Kickstarter to get it made. So if we don't help them, then they're not going to get it made. And that's the whole point of indie horror. We're supposed to be helping support that.
Well,
Johnny, shut up.
I won't support crowdfunding things that I don't like.
See? Well, that's right.
I don't get paid, so I get to do shit by passion. So if I see something like CarousHell that's getting a sequel and I'm really into, I'll support it, I'll promote it. But if some jerk off the streets I want to make a movie about a guy stabbing people and it's gonna be fucking PG-13 and we're gonna keep it family friendly, and I'll be like, no, I don't fucking want to do that.
Well, I do kind of go back on what I was saying because I think we did have someone reach out that wanted to make a movie about a guy a killer that his asshole was his mouth. Remember that, Johnny?
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely a no-go on
Like
that
that
one.
South Park episode where they eat with their butts?
Oh,
No, dude had
this
literally
movie,
an
it got
asshole
made.
on his mouth. Or on his face.
That movie got made.
Oh, holy fuck. Well, there's somebody out there that wanted to see it. But yeah, he would
Yeah.
go around and just like puke into people's mouth, but it would be shit because it's his butthole.
So it was like that South Park episode.
I can't remember. Stink Face. Was it Stink Face what it's called?
Something like that.
I guess, Yeti, you would probably back this movie then. Stink Mouth or... fuck, I can't remember.
My whole thing about it, if you back movies on Indiegogo, you're really taking a risk.
You are.
I mean, more than any other project, a movie is the biggest risk you can take, I believe, on Indiegogo because they take so long to get done. And a lot of times they have to do 2 campaigns to get the shit done. So a lot of people have issues with it. But you know what you're taking a risk into. You're choosing to do it, don't expect anything from it.
Yeah. So if I tell you to go donate, if I advertise or promote a Kickstarter, and you go give money to it, and you get dicked, don't come to me, because I just pointed you in that direction. You know, fucking, it's whatever. You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not against Indiegogo campaigns and Kickstarters and crowdfunding, but I just don't want people reaching out to us nonstop about fucking trying to promote their movie for Indiegogo. You know what I'm saying? And if we can go through them, granted, and see what we like. I know, but it's just, you know.
I was having a thought.
Anyways, let's move on from this fucking Indiegogo stuff.
Yeah, what's next?
Sorry for being so rude to him, Jimmy. My bad. It's going to be hard to transition into this because the ultimate transition would have been from Disney to this, but Jimmy took that from me. But because I was going to talk about Disney Plus is doing a Halloween thing. Kids will transform into their Halloween costumes in Disney Plus comedy Spooked. It's going to be on Disney Plus. There's not much to think about it. And I keep hearing myself in my fucking headphones. So, but it's kind of going to be kind of Goosebump-esque.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool because it's under 100 days of Halloween. And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, the Halloween season is, to me, it's already started, you know. There's no other, I mean, you got Labor Day and shit, but, like, there's no holidays that really matter to me up until Halloween. So it's yeah, and it's always spooky season for me. And I like when they do neat shit for Halloween for kids, especially this year when we may not have Halloween this year. So, and like we were talking earlier, you said the premise of the show is like the kids turn into their Halloween costumes.
Yeah, here's the storyline involves a Halloween night called Ari as trick-or-treaters are transformed into whatever costume they're wearing. So if you have a bogus-ass costume, like a ladybug, you're just a fucking ladybug.
That would suck. Would you be a giant human-sized ladybug, though? Because that'd still be pretty rad.
Yeah. I mean, right?
You could fly.
Maybe.
Poop on stuff?
What if your ladybug didn't have wings, though?
I would be fucking...
Your costume, like, what if it's just costume? I don't know. I haven't seen it. But man, it's cool, though. Like I said, the kids will be able to watch it. I'll probably check it out if there's a link to it somewhere, or if I still have somebody's Disney Plus account.
Why don't you?
No, I'm saying if it's still available by then. You know, if it don't expire by then. I don't know when it expires.
I don't remember either.
But, because the kids that have the really cool costumes, like a Transformer.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Or like the little Grim Reapers running around.
You know, they're going to mostly be monsters, so.
Yeah.
Which is still cool, witches and stuff.
With Frankenstein monsters and werewolves and vampires.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Kids don't dress up like that anymore, though, do they?
Well, well, some do. I think it depends on how lame your parents are. Like, some kids are just like, oh, I'm gonna be some stupid cartoon character, but some kids still get into the spooky spirit. Like mine, he's I think last year he was a Grim Reaper. The costume came with like a black shroud that went over his face, and it had a little set of glasses with the light up eyes in it that kind of set below the eyes, so it just looked like this fucking black void with glowing eyes. That shit was dope.
That's cool. I mean, they still dress up like vampires.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just trying to picture, like, we sit out here every year during Halloween. Like, I mean, you see the videos and stuff that kids, hundreds of kids will come to Jim Jam's house. He lives in that type of neighborhood, which is a lot of fun, because we get to see a lot of kids dressed up and having a great time. A lot of them are superheroes, of course.
There's a lot of Avengers costumes and Batman and fucking ninjas.
And now they got the muscles and stuff in the costume. Like when I was a fucking hero, I was just a skinny, bony ass hero. I didn't have the faux muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, you put.
Could they not have figured out how to put fake muscles in our costumes?
They could have, but we had fucking vacuum form masks that plastered to your face with a rubber band.
Yeah.
Or at least I did. And a fucking plastic ass fucking costume.
Yeah.
So there's that. I forget what them were called, but there was a certain name brand that were extremely popular that I had a bunch of when I was growing up.
Or the little face painting kits. That's what I got a lot of times. We get to like the little face painting kits with the prosthetics and stuff, and I would just do that and wear.
Either that, or you get a Jason mask and dress all in black, and you go.
Yeah.
We're a ninja. Well, I'm wearing all black.
Yeah, duh. Ninja Jason, duh.
Yeah. Like even without the Jason mask, it was we're all black. I'm a ninja.
Yeah. To put a T-shirt over your face with eye hole.
Yeah, it's called Poor People Fucking Costumes.
Yep.
Parents do not want to spend a lot of money on costume, which is understandable.
Dude, Halloween Halloween's expensive.
And we live in a good neighborhood, so when we got old enough to be able to walk by ourselves, because stay as a group, 10 or 11, when people let their kids do that.
Yeah.
This was the early 90s, take it, but we was able to go out, get our own candy, and come back. Did y'all want to move into, John Saxon passed away, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Black Christmas? That's pretty
He was
sad. He was 83 years old.
He was in everything. This dude had I looked him up earlier, 198 acting credits. He did everything from Nightmare on Elm Street to fucking Matlock. He was in a few episodes of Murder, She Wrote. I mean, and I think he's one of those that did some horror movies back in the day, and then like more recently had been kind of picked up by indie projects. He's that guy.
63. He was in a movie called Evil Eye. In 1965, Blood Beast from Outer Space. Like, I didn't realize he was that old.
I didn't either. He aged really well.
I don't know how old he is in those movies. And he could have been a kid playing in movies as far as I know. But he was actually, he passed away 30 minutes from here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't realize he even lived in Tennessee, which I didn't keep up with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
why would I realize that he lived anywhere near me?
Well, damn.
Still sad, though.
We could have had him on the podcast in person.
Yeah,
well, I guess we can't now, but.
Nope. Missed out on that opportunity, I guess.
He was like. to me, his face just always said like he was the cop. You know, he was great for that. He was kind of like a character actor, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker, man. He was good. I'm not like an aficionado, and I'm not going to pretend to be just because he passed. But like, I do remember him from some things. I looked him up on IMDb, and I remember seeing him in, a handful of movies, and he was always good. He was always very good at the role they put him in, and like he's one of those guys that you see his face and go, "Oh, it's that guy."
Yeah.
Hey, it's that guy from fucking, Yeah,
and there's a documentary on that, like people that play all these character actors, but you don't know their name. Which, I mean, I imagine people knew his name, but I wouldn't, personally. But I knew that he was in a lot of movies.
Oh, hey, it's that guy from fucking, oh, man. What else
like
is
the
he
fourth
in?
kind. The fourth kind, Jimmy was like, oh, yeah, he played Casey Jones in the Ninja Turtles. I was like, he did?
Oh, yeah, the guy from the movie of the week.
Yeah. And I was like, he's been in a lot of movies. I didn't realize he was Casey Jones. But, but I don't really know. I can't remember people's names that are just character actors or that come in, that are in a bunch of movies that aren't lead roles.
Yeah.
And that's on me. That's not on them. That's definitely on me. But I
don't feel like you see that as much now as you did back in the day, like character actors. I mean, there's a few out there. I mean, Danny Trejo is definitely a character actor.
Yeah, but he's older.
Yeah, he's been doing it. He's been doing it forever. Yeah.
I don't know. It's sad news. I mean,
yeah,
anybody passed.
Yeah.
Jimmy told me another celebrity that has nothing to do with horror that passed away. And I didn't realize that.
For Regis Philbin.
No shit.
Yeah.
Was he still? When was this?
Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
I'm a level with y'all. I thought he was already dead. So, yeah.
Mandela effect, Eddie.
I guess. I did used to watch Regis and Kathy Lee every now and then.
Dude, everyone did. I think I don't watch the morning shows, but I've seen that one before.
Mm-hmm.
But once she quit, and I wasn't a regular watcher of the show, so
I wasn't either. Yeah.
But let's move on to the other topic.
Oh, this is really cool too. This is one of those movies that's probably not going to ever get made, and it fucking bums me out. It's Glenn Mazzara. Mazzara. It's another one of those fucking Italian names. Mazzara, I don't know. Returns to the Overlook Hotel to detail his Unmade, The Shining prequel. This is, of course, Bloody Disgusting. It's from their series called Phantom Limbs. Okay, so basically...
Before you get into it, Angela was going to talk about this topic, so we'll just give her a shout-out and let everyone know.
Yeah, she pointed us in this direction. And so, basically, what this is when King first sent The Shining to publication, he had written like a prologue that kind of detailed some stories. That it was called Before the Play, and it kind of detailed some things that happened before the Torrance family go to the Overlook, and they were shopping around ideas for it, and a lot of people were shooting for, like, wanting to tell the story of the Grady twins. You have the little girls in the blue dress and the bloody elevator, yada, yada, yada. But this cat was like, why don't we go back further to the beginnings of the Overlook, to the first family that was there. And they lay out the plot in this in the article. Basically, the family, like, it's, he's a robber baron, which that's something that I find super interesting anyway. Like robber barons, like they, it was kind of like guys who would grab big chunks of land and then just fucking charge people money for being around. Kind of, it's fucking. It was like this early American aristocracy almost, you know. So anyway, they go up to where the Overlook is, and they fucking. And one of the kids is seeing dead people and seeing ghosts and shit. And like a flood comes and kills the entire crew. And then they build the Overlook, and they hold a big ball, like a big gala in the thing. And like fucking the kid is seeing dead people, seeing like the crew members, and noticing that like one of the waitresses or whatever is the lady who had died in the frontier days there, and you know, he's seeing people, and then like the older brother starts to choke, so a medical student tries to give him a tracheotomy, you know, like put a fucking hole in his trachea with a butcher knife to help him breathe, but he fights against it, and he ends up cutting his throat, and he bleeds out, and so his ghost is there, and the brother's seeing it. And it all kind of culminates in the guy chasing his youngest son around. He's killed his wife. His oldest son's dead. He's chasing his younger son around to kill him or whatever. And they fucking end up setting the Overlook on fire. It's all going bankrupt. It's all going to shit. Everybody dies. And so in the end, you know, the new owner of the Overlook comes in. And that family is there like as a bellhop and as a, you know, like they're trapped. But like before that, there's a big ball and it's all the dead people. And they take the iconic picture from the end of The Shining. And it's just, it's a look at, because the guy says in the interview with Bloody Disgusting, he's talking about how we always see the family that moves into the haunted house. We never get to see how that haunted house gets made. And that's what this would have been. It would have been the creation of the Overlook. It would have been like the mythos of why it was so haunted, why it was so evil, the things that built up to what you finally see in The Shining with the Torrance family. And it would also have nods to both the Kubrick film and the book. They would he was talking about walking a tightrope between those two, like the room numbers and the things that the cat and mouse scene with Jack Torrance and his son and Danny, where in like the Kubrick's version it was a baseball bat, in the book it was a croquet mallet. So they'd have this chase in this prequel. But he would be carrying a croquet mallet, and he would go to room 217, and there's like ghost ladies, and it's all these nods to both sets of source material, and it sounds fucking excellent. But because nobody went and saw fucking Dr. Sleep, I don't understand why, because that movie was fucking phenomenal. But since it underperformed so much, something like this will probably never see the light of day. Which just bums me the fuck out, because it sounds like a really good story.
I didn't go watch Dr. Sleep.
I didn't either. I got it on digital.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it then, because it's a 3-hour movie.
Is it really?
It's over 2.5 hours.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
But my whole thing about movies that long is I have to really want to go see them, and I have to, you know what I'm saying, I have to already be in the universe. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. And go ahead.
Yeah, I get that. I was a huge fan of the novel. I read Dr. Sleep and just loved the story. I loved the book so much. And then it's a Mike Flanagan film, and I'm a huge Flanagan fan. Like that, to me, Mike Flanagan can really do no wrong as a director. So to combine the two, for me, that's what got me excited. And I can understand why people like didn't go see it out of like, you know, it's a long movie, and we'd already been kind of taxed with fucking that 8.5 hour long It Chapter 2, which comparatively, like if I'm gonna
not that long.
If I'm gonna sit for that long, I'd rather watch Doctor Sleep than fucking it. But whatever. So I don't know. And a lot of people were like, "Well, why are they fucking thinking we need a sequel to The Shining?" Derp, 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 derp. And not even
that was
realizing.
the misconception.
Huh?
That was the misconception that it was something that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something that Hollywood made up or something. They're like a remake or a sequel. And nobody understood that there was a book that came out fucking 6 or 7 years ago that was a sequel to The Shining that Stephen King wrote. It's canon, it's source material, but no. I don't know.
Was that, is that, okay. A normal person's fault, or is that through advertising fault? Because if you want someone to go see your movie, they shouldn't have to go research what your movie's about. You should tell them.
I mean, it's obviously a sequel to The Shining. I mean, it said so in the marketing. Maybe if they would have been added like based on the novel, I don't know. I just think a lot.
The sequel of Stephen King's novel, something, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. But,
and I enjoy all Stephen King's movies, or like stuff based on his books, you know. Besides Pet Sematary, I've already discussed.
I think Doctor Sleep was one of the better adaptations, but that could just be my bias because, like I said, I love the story and I love the director. You should definitely check it out. What if you got an afternoon or like an evening to kill, and you know, whatever.
Well, we spent a 5-hour, 10, 20-hour movie. Dude, no.
I watched
it was a really good movie. Everyone that's watched it said that it was good. So
yeah, watched a 4-hour movie last night. I tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Debbie Dallas, San Antonio,
and fucking fish.
Faye and that's a joke. Sorry. Poor joke. That was my bad. But before we get into the movie of the week, let's go buy some merch. T-Public, yeah. I got a gray asphalt gray color that Jim has on. You see that? We got some new merch. We got a new Horror Basement logo with all 4 of us as aliens. If you like aliens, you go listen to Beyond the Basement, where we really talk aliens and conspiracy theories. Just promote that real quick. And go support us and go blow up Patreon as usual. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and like the video. It helps us out a lot. But since we're talking about aliens on our shirt, let's go into the movie of the week. Okay, so movie of the week. Jim Jam chose this movie. You want to lead it, Jim Jam? Or you want me to?
Go ahead and read the synopsis. I suck at reading.
All right. Well, I said lead, but I'll read this. A thriller involving an ongoing unsolved mystery in Alaska, where one town has seen an extraordinary number of unexplained disappearances during the past 40 years, and there are accusations of a federal cover-up. Bum, bum, bum. Was that good?
Yeah.
Dramatic?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's about all the drama you're going to get. Okay, first thoughts. Let's go with first thoughts, no spoilers, of what you thought about the movie. We know what I know what Eddie thought about the movie. We'll just leave it off with his first thought.
My first thought, fuck this movie. This movie was about fucking 4.5 hours longer than it should have been.
Hour and 38 minute run time, to be clear.
An hour and 38 minutes felt like 3 fucking hours. It was the longest, most boring. It wasn't even that it was boring because it was fucking like the story of Nome, Alaska.
No.
Oh, just first impressions. I think the editor should be fucking flogged and rolled in salt. Had the editor not been a fucking complete and total mongoloid, this movie could have been good.
I'm gonna have to look up who the editor was.
Could have been decent. It was fucking garbage. The choices
Paul
they
Covington, Mr. Paul Covington,
flawed
film
and
edited by
old and
Mr. Paul
soft.
Covington. That's good.
Unless it's found that he edited it this way under duress, he should be flogged and fired, blacklisted, never to work in this town again.
Holy shit, that's funny. That's good. Ginger?
Yeah, this movie was definitely a slow burn. I'm just looking.
Look at Yeti's face. If y'all can see Yeti,
Burn,
not watching the
lying
video.
son of a bitch.
Yeti's reaction when I said that is he's just like, "You're fucking. Why'd you make me watch this bullshit?"
He had his drink in his hand. He was like, "Fuck you, dude."
When there was not much action, but the reason I like this movie is because it terrifies me. Aliens terrify me, period, because if they can really do what they did in this movie, like a girl's in her bedroom and it can just beam a light into the bedroom and suck her out of the house. What the fuck? But then, when I was younger, I didn't really pay attention to the plot of this. The idea of it. And then now they're making it seem like, what was it? That it was God? The aliens are God? Was that what it was, Johnny?
Yeah, he claimed to be God. But, okay, first off, it's a pseudo-documentary.
Yeah.
It's acting like it's based on true events. And it's not.
Well, there is...
But my first opinion is I told Jim Jam, we was watching it. I said, man, this movie fucking sucks. Did I not?
Yeah.
And then he was like, it's a slow burn. That's what he told me. But it got better. I mean, like, the more I watched it, and when it picked up a little bit of the alien stuff got into it, I've seen worse movies.
I do agree about the part where Yeti was talking about why would they have the apparent actual footage and the what's going on now. That was kind of pointless, and it was a pseudo doc, so if it wasn't an actual documentary, then why in the fuck?
Here's the thing. Like, if you want to make, because there are a lot of disappearances in Nome or whatever. The Nome local press shit all over this movie because they exploited the disappearances of people in this remote town. But I'm not even going to get into that. Okay, let's say we have real footage of these crazy fucking retrograde fucking hypnosis things, which that's a big thing in alien research. Like, you look at the Betty and Barney Hill investigation, you look at the Andreessen affair, things like that, and that hypnosis, that regression therapy, that's where we get a lot of things, but it's kind of iffy, But so that's a cool setup. And if you want to make a documentary, even a mockumentary, where it's all this grainy fucking footage with some dramatization and stuff in it, that would be cool. If you want to make a fucking horror movie about this same scenario, make the horror movie. Fucking pick one. Because, they didn't dramatize the goddamn abductions. They didn't dramatize the scene. No, they dramatized the things that they had fucking footage of. And then ran them side by side.
Yeah.
It was, at one point, the screen was split 4 fucking ways.
That was stupid to me.
Yeah, because I wasn't totally aware that it was fake. I was like, this is fake. Because I didn't look up the movie. You know what I'm saying? I watched the trailer and I was kind of pissed off at the trailer because I was like, wow, this looks really over dramatized for something that wants to be or might be real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you want to shoot this as a documentary, but it looks so fucking dramatic. And then when I started and realized that it was fake, I was just like, huh, okay. Why would you do the split screen? Like, why wouldn't you just cut to the real stuff and use somebody as the in between? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they did that a lot too. But doing the split screen shit was stupid.
Yeah, or they'd have the audio overlaid that would just kind of fade back and forth. It was just so
dumb.
fucking stupid. And like, there were a lot of scenes because I know you guys too have watched like alien documentaries on like fucking History Channel or A&E or whatever. So that like when they're cutting between and they're just showing like the trees and shit, that's where the narrator should be speaking.
Yes.
And leading you into the next scene. But there's no narrator because it's a movie, not a documentary. Okay, and then at the end you got Mila Jovovich, which I finally figured out how to correctly pronounce her name. Kudos to this fucking movie for teaching me that I've been saying her name wrong for fucking...
Oh, is it Jovovich? I thought it was Jovovich.
I did too. That's what I've been saying for years.
J silent. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Norwegian or something. So Mila Jovovich, I learned how to say her name. But you've got her in the beginning like, I portray Dr. Such and Such, and this is based on blah, 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 blah. And it's such a flat fucking read. And it's just so bad. And it feels like the whole thing feels like a really poorly done documentary.
Yeah. And I think do you think that's what it meant to be? Probably not.
I mean,
let's move into, let's real quick get what Angela had to say about the movie, since she can't be here. She still had an opinion. She watched the movie. She really wanted to be a part of it because she didn't like the movie either. But this is what she said. I would say my major pet peeve with the movie was the bug-eye psychologist. Annoying, and you shouldn't lead the client when doing hypnosis. That was annoying as a psychologist. You guide and should use open-ended questions. She was pushing towards her agenda. And she was. Yeah. Because it comes that she was just fucking psycho crazy. None of this shit happened. Oops, spoiler.
Yeah, we're going to get into spoilers because...
Is that what they want you to think? That it never didn't happen?
Yeah.
Did you know how doctors are? Like, about aliens, they never give you a definite answer. It's always left up in the air of, it could be real, she could be crazy. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
No. It's, God damn it, this fucking movie.
But the movie is Finn is killed, or she says that he is, right?
Yeah, her husband's murdered by some shadowy figure.
And that's the trauma that's led through the film, and her kids are fucked up on her. The woman's crazy.
Yeah.
Or she's made out to be, but any person that's ever believed in aliens, or had an alien abduction, people think are crazy.
Yeah, and I think if this movie did one thing half-ass decent, it's showing that that kind of, if you believe in aliens or believe you've been abducted, you will have your life ruined.
Yeah.
Because still, even today,
the stigma.
There's a stigma, and it's always been there. And I mean, it's getting better, but it's not gone. Like, there was a time where you would lose your fucking job. Your life would be completely fucking ruined. You'd lose your family, because you were a kook. But I mean, it's getting better, but it's not.
I think with the internet and people being able to research and talk about it, it's gotten better. And the government releasing things about aliens.
Yeah, especially recently.
We talk about this on Beyond the Basement all the time. If you like talking about that stuff, or listening to that kind of stuff and just theorizing. We try not to go off into that too much here because it will consume this episode.
But I would rather talk about that than talk about this fucking movie.
That's not our option. We had that choice, Yeti.
I know.
I promise I won't pick another alien movie for the horror basement.
But no, that's not even it, because I fucking love aliens, and I love the concept of this movie. The concept that this entire town was seeing the same entity, and it was fucking with them all deeply on this, like, and then, like, kind of erasing their memories. We're in spoiler territory. You don't want to go watch this movie anyway.
We're in spoiler. Yeah, just go ahead.
So they're seeing this owl, and it's actually a fucking gray, and they're being abducted, and they're being fucked with, and this, that, and the other thing, and the psychiatrist kid gets abducted or whatever, and that's fucking cool. Like, that setup, that premise going in, like, if you just did a movie, like a straight thriller of this psychiatrist glomming on to this crazy shit that's going on, and it wasn't edited, like, by a fucking 3-year-old, and they didn't have to push this idea that they had fucking archival footage, and you could even use some of that quote-unquote archival footage, like at the beginning, to kind of show, hey, this is where we're at, and maybe as they introduce new people in, kind of show a brief glimpse of that footage, but then get rid of it. Don't split screen it like a fucking moron. But this could have been really cool, like, as a straight-up thriller. Like, it would have been neat as fuck, because the concept is solid there. I would get somebody else to play the psychiatrist, because Mila Jovovich has the fucking emotional range of a sponge in this fucking movie. There's a scene where she's like, where her daughter has been abducted, and her son has been taken away by the cops to get, because she's crazy, and they're taking him away for his own safety, and she's like on her knees, like wailing and crying and screaming, and she's like, oh, my babies. And it's, okay, for one, it's shot like shit. Her read in that was flat as shit. And then it's more of the stupid split screen editing, like they killed any emotion. It could have been good. It could have been an interesting movie, or they could have went full on mockumentary and done nothing but the talks and the therapy sessions, especially like later in the film where they're going through the hypnosis and they start to levitate. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like the voices come through and shit. And that's really cool. They could have just done a straight mockumentary of that, and I would have probably enjoyed it. Pick a fucking road.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree with you on that. If they would have shot a mockumentary, it'd probably been a lot damn better.
Yeah, it'd have been super fucking cool. And not, exploit a town's misery. There's that too. That's kind of a dick move, but that's, I'm not here for that. Also, dramatize some of the things that happen. Some of the sightings, the abductions, the fucking show us an alien. You know what I'm saying? Fucking give us something other than just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Shadow figure. And then an alien craft where there's like a fucking little spinny robotic arm thing behind you. And you just start screaming.
I tell you, I fell asleep at one point and got woke up by the shrieking ass jump scare. So I guess this movie will keep you.
Scare? I don't realize there was a jump
scare. Well, I mean, I don't know if it would have got me if I was awake, but I had nodded off. It was like the second time this movie put me asleep. For real though, if I hadn't have been watching it for the podcast, I would have turned it off when I found out that the split screen thing was a constant throughout the movie. So about 20 minutes in, I'd have shut this fucking thing off.
Well, Yeti, I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
No. What you're saying, Yeti, is that you would recommend this movie, and Angela would definitely recommend this movie.
I think Angela would totally recommend this movie. I, on the other hand, like if you need to go to sleep, if you want to take a nap and you're like tangentially interested in aliens, yeah, you should probably do it. But like secretly, I think this is one of Angela's top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah, and I'm
sure.
pretty sure I left out. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah, I left out part of her comment. She said, besides the psychologist and the bug eyes, she really enjoyed the film. 8.5 out of 10. Whoa.
Yeah, she said it's right up there with the Rob Zombie Halloween remake.
Wow, that's high, but okay.
Yeah.
Good for you, Angela. I mean,
I'm glad somebody. I'm glad.
Favorite. Wait, hold on. Top one of her favorite. Wow, one of her favorite films. Damn.
Yeah.
One of her favorite alien films.
Also, it's not aliens. They're aliens.
Oh my God,
They're
aliens. Fucking me.
Also, can we get just for a second? Okay. Also, back to my pick a fucking road. Is it aliens or is it demons? Because
I think that's what you're supposed to. I think that's the whole point.
It's a stupid fucking
is it? But is it? Because these.
Yes, it is.
When you watch an alien documentary or like a thing about aliens, you don't get full fucking disclosure of what it is when you watch it. They never reveal. It's always up to the viewer to decide whether it's this or that. So let's leave them questions up there in the air so that people will keep talking about it. You know, like, you're never going to know.
Yeah, but not like this.
I mean, it's aliens. So come on.
It's obviously aliens, but why are the aliens speaking Sumerian? Why are they claiming to be God? That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, the whole God thing was kind of like...
that was fucking stupid.
But, and that goes into the mind of the woman. Is she really psychotic? See, like, when you dive deeper, like, you got to reach for it. Like, I'm reaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to... I don't know what the word is. Like, be positive, but...
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're trying to do, but... And I guess I commend you for that, but God damn it.
But if you have all these questions and then that you're wondering about, is it a good movie?
No, it's not.
Like, when you're left with all these questions and no answers, like, because I mean, a lot of documentaries do that anyways that aren't finalized.
Well, yeah, but they're even if they're not finalized, you don't get a final answer. They're done better. Like fucking any of the fucking small town monsters. Shout out to them. Documentaries. They're not going to give you a finalized answer, but they're going to present you with information. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's almost a crime to compare the two. But I'm just saying, God damn it, fucking.
But see, those movies or those documentary type things, they're giving you facts.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happened. This is when it happened. These are the people that it happened to. They're not trying to say your opinion on it.
No.
Like, this movie was kind of like, it was a dramatization of a documentary, that pseudo documentary. So, I don't know. I mean, I could say I'm over the top for this shit. I don't know why. Why am I defending this movie?
I don't have any idea. I think you just like playing devil's advocate. I think you just like hearing me yell about things.
Yeah, that's part of it. To be honest, it's a good discussion on like if I play the other role, if you see it in another role, could it be? I don't know.
I think this movie had good bones. The execution was just less than poor.
And I'm gonna give this movie what everyone else like. It's a 40% movie out of 100. You know, it's a 4 out of 10. It's not the worst film I've seen, but it's not even middle right.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
I'm gonna watch it again, even though I have watched this and I only watched it one time, and I see why.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I think I was like Jimmy back in the day. I liked it, but watching it now, more in depth and like paying attention. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
I was like in the pocket too. I was like in that perfect frame of mind to watch a crazy fucking alien movie. All right, we all sat down, we're all chilling, and I'm just like ready for.
Everybody's fucking
And then, yeah, I did. I did. I put. My wife fell asleep like 30 minutes into the movie. It just fucking snoozed the whole time.
Thanks for the starting up, bitch.
She fucking. Okay, so we watched the trailer, right? And I like the trailer for this movie. Makes it look like kind of fun. Like it looks like, oh man, this is gonna be spooky. There's gonna be aliens. Fuck yeah, real footage. They're gonna show like some clips of real footage. It's based on some real shit. That's gonna be cool. Like fucking oh man, what was that other one? Fire in the Sky was based on the Travis Walton abduction. You know, like man, I like this kernel of truth here. That's gonna be cool, and she's nice to look at, and fucking, you know, we're gonna be good, right? And we all watched the trailer. Like, my wife fucking hates alien movies, and she watched the trailer. She's like, "Wow, that looks like it might be really good." So we sat down, and then it was this hunk of shit. The trailer was the best thing about this movie.
I should have used, or I should have picked Fire in the Sky.
Fucking hey, you should have.
I was, and y'all said it wasn't horror. I feel like it would be horror, but it'd be horrific to me to get abducted by an alien, but it's my own opinion, I guess.
Y'all wait till my next pick.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, for this movie, go make your own opinion, as we always say. Well, not always, but form your own opinion on it. Like, I mean, you can take our opinion as for what it is, but ultimately, you need to go form an opinion yourself. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll hate it.
If you're tangentially into aliens or into alien stuff, and you've suffered head trauma recently, there's a good chance that you'll like it.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. According to Angela, though, it's fan-fucking-tastic. But appreciate y'all listening. Go subscribe to our YouTube. Go hit us up on our Instagram. Go follow us if you haven't. If you're a new listener, we hope you enjoyed this. Go donate to our Patreon. Thank you to Alex. Oh, sorry. Well, fuck, dude. I don't care. Fuck. Yeah.
Luscious ass beard.
I'm fucking, yeah, dude. I'm giving you the best shot of me, and that's my beard. The rest of this shit's not what people want to see.
Are you getting a little gray in your beard?
Yeah, I got some gray.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's kind of. I've got like 3 or 4 gray hairs in my goatee.
I'm gonna be 40 years old, so.
I mean, you deserve it.
Yeah.
I think a little gray in the beard is nice. I can't wait till I get a good shock of gray in my shit.
Yeah, it's right down the middle, too. It's right in here.
I hope mine goes all salt and pepper. Like,
yeah, people love that. But yeah, go follow us. Go hit us up. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yep. That's all we got, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Praise Ishtar.
We have had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Johnny!